Hey Mark, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Christmas is in how many days? We're
What is it?
getting there.
Is it the 20th today? Yeah, it's 20th today.
20th.
Unbelievable, eh? December 20th.
I know. Can you believe how fast it's gone by?
No. Where did 2023 go?
I don't know. It was like boom.
I know. It's unbelievable. I'm going more days. We're going into January 2024.
I know. I know. I've had that sickness that's going around everywhere, so I'm sick and tired of that. But anyway,
I got a story for you. So,
okay.
jot something in my memory. So, I was skiing today at Mount St. Louis and kind of go down the slope and whatever. And then go into the lift lines. I'm already in the lift line, just gradually going in. This fucking guy come so close to me that I could smell what he had for lunch.
Mm.
And I said, dude, why are you so close to me? Like, get away. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to get what everybody's getting around. Like, I was super paranoid because it's busy there and the crowds are eating lunch and they're getting their boots on. I've never had anyone come. So I had it in skiing, but not in a lift line.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I just couldn't believe it. So anyway, just stay away.
Everybody's sick.
Everybody's sick except for me. So I want to keep it that way. So
Yeah.
then I
I
got to check.
mean, I've been over a week and I still have the cough thing. But it
Mhm.
starts hot and cold flashes and you're nausea and you don't really want to eat, but you got to eat because when you don't eat, you feel even worse. And anyway,
Drink lots of water.
yeah, I've been doing that.
All right, let's chat about what's going on in December. You've got some numbers. You pulled a few things. I've seen a few things pick up a little bit from some sales too, but you got the hard facts. So let's hear them.
So far in December, we have 56 sales.
Okay.
Um, Towns and semis, we've had a few bidding wars.
What's the prices?
They're so one of them was at 568, sold for 600.
Which street?
I don't know. I didn't write that down. These are
Okay.
mostly all in the south end. The ones I wrote down, south end, like near Madeline area.
Okay.
But the funny thing, it was on the market for 23 days.
Mhm.
There was another one on the market for 39 days. It was $6.99,
Mhm.
then went down to $5.99.
Oh, we know why.
And
So
then
let's talk
it was,
for a second. So they got nothing at 699. So they said, well, nothing's working. Let's reduce it by 100K, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're selling it for 599. We're just doing that to drive traffic.
yeah,
What's
they withheld offers at $5.99.
what did it sell for?
675.
Holy fuck.
They got it,
Wow.
right?
Sometimes that works. It doesn't
And
work
that
great
was on the
times.
yeah, it was on the market 39 days. Another one was on the market 10 days. It was on Shannon City
Mhm.
Center area, kind of. It was
Mhm.
an vacant duplex
Okay.
on the market for 10 days total.
Okay.
They listed at 698 and withhold offers.
Mhm.
795, baby.
That's high, but it's vacant. So, you know, got
I
lucky.
they did because that is kind of high, right? For that.
One of my friends, ski friends, were chatting last week, 2 weeks ago about I share every day. Name's Joanne. And she sold one of her properties in Whitby. She's an older lady and had some assets and sold it off. She goes, but in the city of Whitby, I think it was a Whitby anyway, we'll say it's a Whitby, bought the property, but there's a tenant in there. Who's the tenant? Oh, he used to work for the business, etc. He's kind of retired now, but he kind of stopped paying and he just won't leave, won't leave. I said, go offer him 5 grand first and go to 10 if you need to. Sure enough, 3 or 4 days later, she comes back. Fuck, he took the 5K, he's leaving. Thanks for that great advice.
Mm.
Yeah. Because she couldn't close. She
Yeah,
couldn't close.
exactly.
It says leave, sorry. It says, we're not closing this until he's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's a
pay for
nightmare.
It's a nightmare. Okay, go on.
So 33 were 700 and under. So they were under 700.
Okay.
33 out of the 56.
Under 7. Mhm.
13 detached, 20 townhouses or semis.
Wow, that picked up a little bit. I haven't watched the market so much since skiing.
Well, because not much is going on.
What's going on, but I've seen a little bit of a pickup of the things I've been seeing a bit.
So 8 in the 800s.
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing, most of them 30 days or under.
Not a lot of inventory in that 800 range, though, really.
Not really, no. And at 3 in the 900s only, but they've all over 60 days.
Yeah, that's normal.
And 6 in the $1 million range.
Wow.
And 1 was listed at 999.
Mm-hmm.
So for $1,087,000.
Which street?
Tom something. It was a weird name I've never heard.
Wow.
It was in the South End, I think, in near
Wow.
Bayshore. You know that.
Okay. Wow. Well, bond yields of fixed rates have come down, as we know. These bond yields are pretty low, lower than they've been in a long time. So maybe a bit of sentiment has kicked in, and maybe some buyers go, well.
It looks like that some buyers have come back. Now 20 Grace Crescent in Barrie, which I thought was kind of weird. It was listed for $799. It sold for $860. But it was on the market for 56 days.
Okay.
And they didn't withhold offers or anything, but they got $860. So do you think that they were listed at $799 trying to get a bidding war, and then they got offers until somebody gave them over?
Yep.
Or
that's what I think. I think someone just, my seller expects this. Don't put a fucking date on it. This is what they expect. You don't want it? No problem. Let's sit.
Now,
sit.
do you remember about a month and a half ago, one sold on Grace, a bungalow over $1 million?
Yep.
And Linden couldn't, and well,
Was London.
appraisers couldn't even try to get that kind of value. It made no sense.
I was sitting right beside him and I listened to the whole conversation. It was like, please help me out. Why you paid this $1 million price change for this property? Because I can't find anything around for a comparable to submit to the lender. Help me out. Did it have any special things? Did it have this? Because he sees all the pictures from the listings and he was dumbfounded.
Like, well, and maybe though, this kind of, that kind of comparable kind of Doug made this price higher.
Maybe Grace isn't a bad street, depending. It's a nice street, great location. So anything's possible, right? And some sellers just hold out, and you get the right buyer, and they get it done. But how many times have we had buyers that, hey, Diane, let's go. This house has been on the market for 60 days. I think we can beat the shit out of them. You go, the house is pretty good, but then you call the other realtor and say, hey, where are we going to be at this? Oh, they expect this. Meanwhile, your buyer expects 100 grand off or 50 grand off. Like that doesn't happen all the time. Right.
No. And I noticed too, that most of, like, we're still at over 97% of list. There was some that went over, not a lot over, but they were townhouses. And the one on Shannon.
Right.
Now, last year at this time, 70 sales. We're down 20%.
Okay, but we've been seeing that quite, that's not uncommon from week to week that we've been seeing the same kind of things.
No, so it's been down it's been down since September. It's a continual thing.
Right. But, when we say that number, we're not saying that the prices are down 20%. A lot of people get confused with that.
Yeah.
They think, 20%. Oh my God, the prices are down 20%. What are we going to do?
No, the overall sales. There's 20% less sales.
That's right. And, prices are pretty flat to last year. And I think they're holding up well.
Okay, you listen to this, which is kind of funny to me. So the ones are right now in the lower range, 8 and under, are 30 days or under, around the 30-day mark. the higher prices are over 60, some 90, right?
Yeah.
Last year, there were 16 sales in the 600s.
Mhm.
All of them were over 30 days.
Yeah.
12 in the 700s.
Mhm.
Most of them under 30 days. 15 in the 800s, 5 in the 900s. Most of them under 30 days.
Being listed on the market, there's still, double digit 30 days. And that's kind of average what we're seeing
Last year.
last year. And we're kind of
This
still
year,
similar.
this year they're all 30 days or like the lower ones.
Yep.
Up into the eights were 30 days, around the 30-day or under, but most of them around the 30-day mark.
Yep.
But even last year in the 5 in the 900 sold, 7 in the $1 million range.
Mhm.
Odd one over 30 days, most of them under 30.
Yeah. And we've been seeing that for some time, right? For last 3 or 4 months, right? It's not
But this is last year.
Yeah, but we're seeing that
This year, no. This year, they're the ones that are selling the higher price. They're all over 60 days.
Yeah, the higher price. I thought you were talking about the lower ranges. Yes. Yes.
No, the last year, even at the higher prices, it was under 30 days.
Yeah. But that's last year. But now look how many rate increases we've had over the last 12 months. Like imagine having a mortgage of $700,000 today. You got to be a crack. Like that just would happen. So much of people's income today is going to sheltered housing. Like that's a lot of money.
Well, it's going to be huge money. And, like I thought like December's always slower, right?
It's very slow. Yes.
But I mean, I think the takeoff from 2023 is going to be like 2022, the sales were down a lot. They were.
After March, they were, yes.
Yes. Yes. The volume. And then this year, we even saw a reduction again of the volume of sales.
Correct.
Just less sales.
It's less sales. I agree.
And the inventory, when I checked, was 418. That's come down.
It's come down a lot. So would have been nice to figure out, well, we could have done this, but anyway, see, we're seeing a lot of inventory coming down too. And I'm seeing in the condo market as well, right? When we're looking at the inventory from 3 weeks ago, but a lot of them are said, take it off the market. If you haven't sold it right now on December 20th, you're not going to sell the next couple of days. You're not going to sell.
No, and 56. So there's been 56 sales this month. We were at just over 520, 518, something like that. So we're down 100 listings, but only 56 are sold. So the rest must have just canceled.
100%, 100%, 110%. And we'll see more. We'll see more near the end of the month.
December 31st.
We're going to see a bunch. And then if they were smart, don't relist it in the first week of January. Give it a couple, mid-January, let it die off, let people forget about it a bit, then relaunch it. I'd relaunch that house in February. And and if I wasn't successful at selling it during the listing period, go back and then evaluate it. Why didn't it sell? Go back to your realtor and figure it out. Go look at the competition, pull up some old listings. Let's have a chat. Let's go through why it didn't sell. And if it didn't sell, then you got to price it right. Bottom line, price it right. Stop looking at everything else. Price it right.
Yes. Well, I've noticed in Aurelia, I was doing a bunch of showings up there about a month and a half ago, and I keep getting the email updates, price drop, price drop, price drop, price drop.
Right.
Now
Right.
I did the stats in Aurelia, and they only have like 2.5, 3 months supply. And their stuff is actually, their pricing is still staying pretty high. Like it's shocking to me because for say a 3-bedroom bungalow there right now, a nice one is like 750, between 750 and 800, but that's what the Barrie prices are. I found more in Barrie at a lower price than I could up there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, eh?
Isn't it kind of weird? I think the assumption is that up there it's a lot cheaper, but it's not.
No, well, it's 15, 20 minutes up the road, right? But I'm sure
They didn't take a big of a hit as we did. Cause I have a couple listings up there and their prices, like ours went down like 10% or whatever we said last time. But up there, you didn't see the same thing.
yeah,
But they never had a huge influx of inventory like we did either.
right. We got a bit of inventory sitting there, and you know, that buyer, and think about too, is that buyer that's buying in Barrie is from North York and GTA area. They're not going to Aurelia unless they have a job up there, maybe, or they're going to retire up there. But that person is not commuting from Aurelia all the way to the city every day.
Sorry.
That's just not happening.
No,
So
it's too far.
Barrie people say, you know, maybe I get a bit more house for 800K or 700K than I can in Barrie. Maybe I can get out of this townhouse and buy that detached a little bit more affordable up there, right? Or someone getting transferred to the community, you know. So it's many different things, but you know, we're going to continue to see people continue to move north for home affordability. I have clients that sold in Barrie, they're going to Corbeil area. You know, 700 grand gets them a castle up there, a 2-acre lot, like no neighbors, almost footsteps to the water.
No, I know.
That gets you
Over the
some,
last 3 or 4 years, I've had a lot of my clients bailing.
yeah,
I had like 2 or 3 last year that went to New Brunswick alone.
100%. That's popular.
Yeah.
So thing, cheaper housing costs. We can go there and not be poor when we live in Ontario.
Or going out west to Calgary.
Oh, sign me up. Yep. I mean, it's very expensive to live in Ontario today, and it's only going to get worse. And I think with, you know, these rate decreases are coming. They've come out and said it. Economists have come out and say they're coming. Powell in the US had balls to say, we're doing 3 next year, decreases. This guy is so hawkish all the time. I almost fell over and read the headlines last week. I went, holy cow, markets love that. And their economy had a GDP of 5% for Q3.
Yeah.
So they're expecting a slowdown. Now it's become, we've tightened. Now we know the economy is going to start slowing a bit. Let's get to the fourth quarter and see, you know, let's see what the holiday spending is going to be like. You know, I find the stores busy, but I don't find them like a mob like I used to.
No, me neither.
Right.
I was out again today and I don't find it crazy.
No. So the numbers are getting, we're hurting in Canada economically. There's cracks all over the economy. Yeah, I think Big Tiff's going to, I think we'll have larger rate decreases than the US. That's for sure.
Well, they're already setting us up. I sent you a couple articles, right?
Yeah, I read them.
We'll do a video on 2024.
I don't think I have anything else.
No, me neither.
Okay.
Hit the like, the subscribe, or drop us a comment. I've been getting lots of comments.
Yeah, I know. That's good. It's some good information
and questions.
100%. It's all relevant information.
Yeah. I mean, the sales volumes are down, inventory is still high, and prices are still not horrible.
No, they're not. They're not. It's going to be interesting to see what the buyer revisits in the new year and see what it's going to be like. That's what I'm waiting for, to see what, you know, February, March, see what kind of market indicators the market's giving us.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to know, because there's not going to be a heck of a lot of inventory on there. So,
Nope.
okay.
Okay. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.